My name's Mike Rafey, and welcome to the Rafey Law Firm. I was born when I was very young. I was so bright my parents called me Sonny. I'll fast forward to the end. I've got 3 kids running around my house. I really like dad jokes, as you can tell, and alright, well thank you for joining me. Video over. The story actually starts in New Jersey. I grew up in a house with 2 very motivated parents, but neither of which had gone to college. They were motivated because they started their own business. Growing up, I realized how it was to run a small business because they ran it out of our house. Graduated from high school, and then I moved to Greenville, South Carolina for college, where I went to Furman University. When I went to Furman and I got involved in this mock trial program, it was the first time I was really ever introduced to anything having to do with lawyering, and I got hooked. I ended up getting a job at a cable news station. I then worked in the Washington, D.C. News Bureau for a big media group. Cox Broadcasting was the name. And I did national news, but for a local level. So if you were sitting in Atlanta, you might have thought that Mike Rafey was your local reporter. Same thing if you were in Orlando, Charlotte, San Francisco, Steubenville, Ohio, El Paso, Texas. I forget the other ones. After that, I was kind of at a fork in the road. Did I want to go down this TV path, or did I want to try being a lawyer? I chose to go to law school. While I was at the University of Georgia, I was on a national moot court and mock trial team. For those of you who don't know, moot court is kind of like the appeals argument, where you argue to a panel of judges. And mock trial is more of the traditional trial where you try to prove someone guilty or innocent, liable or not liable, depending if it's a civil case or a criminal one. After my first year of law school, I needed some legal experience. I'd never worked in a law firm or judge's office or anything like that. So I was able to get an internship with the Tennessee Court of Appeals. It taught me I didn't want to be a judge, that's for sure. After my second year of law school, I worked for one of the biggest law firms in the country. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to work there, and thankfully, they offered me a job. I just needed to graduate, which I did. After law school, I sat for the bar and passed it, and I started working at this big law job, 800 or 900 lawyers in the company. And I really liked it there, but it just wasn't for me. And then I started representing companies in personal injury cases. And I looked at those cases, I said, wow, these are fun. And I looked at the lawyers on the other side and I said, their job seems awesome. So I decided to leave that big law firm and go to a plaintiff's firm, a firm that represents injured people. And it was everything I thought it would be. I got up every day and I really wanted to go to work. So fast forward a couple years and I decided it was time for me to have my own law firm. For 9 months, I was the lawyer, the paralegal, the secretary. Whatever job there was, I was it. And over time, our firm has grown. We've recovered more than $135 million for injured people. It's more than that now. We've recovered more than $150 million for injured people. My team and I are dedicated to helping injured people. It's the only thing we want to do. It's the only thing we like to do, and we are really good at it.